IT. And then we had, last week we had blogging. Does anybody remember our instructor's name from blogging last week?
Me.
I heard she wasn't very memorable. Judea. So this week we're going to focus on
Short stories.
Yes, I'm sorry. You got your schedule? You just know? Okay. You're my son, you should know. Short stories this week. Next week is poetry.
And
Did you girls get a schedule last week?
yes.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay, so these are going to be, and then the last one is going to be screenplay writing.
Poetry and
Screen or play writing. Hey, Jocelyn, how you doing today?
Good.
I just want to ask you a few questions about the Writerz Bloc. So, when you came into the program, did you like to read?
Yes.
What did you like about reading?
I like how when you read, it has feeling.
It has feeling. It gives you feeling within. Okay. Did you write anything before you came to the writing collective?
Like to write my own story?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, give me one of your characters out your stories.
Well, it's Mr. Tishman. That's one of the principals in my story.
Okay, all right. And so we worked on stories today. So how do you feel about the story you're pulling together? You think it's going to be good?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you like about the Writerz Bloc so far?
I like how it looks like reading is just reading words, but it's a lot just in, like, you have poetry, you have different genres and stuff.
Exactly. Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the program.
It's a mix of everything.
And your short story, open your notebooks to a blank piece of paper.
Tell me what's going to happen.
Today we're going to write a short story about these 3 topics here. Reading, writing, and sunshine.
That's my son.
You need to include these 3 in your short story. So if I were you, I would write those words down somewhere on my paper.
Ooh.
Or remember them, put a mental note, look at the board. In a short story, we have placement. We have the beginning, the middle, and the end, okay? Hi, Ziana. How you doing today?
Good.
All right. So when you first started Writerz Bloc, did you have any trouble with reading?
No.
You really liked reading at that time? Okay, awesome. And did you write anything before you came to the writing collective?
Yeah.
What did you write?
I had write like raps.
You wrote raps? Okay. You got some bars? Okay, I see you. So what do you like about the Writerz Bloc so far?
I like them when you like tell stories. When they show stories like how you had to solve the problem. And how you like describe something.
Okay. Awesome. So you like the whole process of how we broke down short stories today?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'm glad you're in the program and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
The beginning of your story is going to be like your introduction. What is this story about? Where is it taking place? What are some of the characters within this? This is where they're going to be introduced in the beginning of the story. Okay? So, let's get started with your beginning. On your paper, write beginning, please.
Beginning, okay.
Yes, I'm sorry.
How do you spell
Yes, you can. It's free. You can use whatever you like.
Why did I write beginning? I'm going to write mine.
Under
There's a thing on it.
your topic beginning, you're going to put in under there, this is where you are going to introduce your characters. Introduce, not define, but introduce characters. Do we know how to spell introduce?
No.
Let's sound it out. N, I-N, tro, T-R-O, Deuce, D-U-C-E.
Oh, baby. Oh, spoon.
Just spell it right there. Hey, Brianna, how you doing today?
Hola.
So, when you came into the Writerz Bloc program, did you like to read?
Not too much.
Not too much?
Nope.
What didn't you like about reading? It was boring to you? What didn't feel right for you?
Boring and not the type of books I like. Like the ones that I read, it's not the type of books that I like to read. I like to read about like stuff that's really deep.
Okay.
It's really really good.
So the stuff that you're reading in school right now, it doesn't really appeal to you and your taste for reading. But you do like to read just stuff that you like, right? Okay, awesome. So before you came to the Writerz Bloc, did you write anything, like short stories or poetry or anything?
Well, I tried writing songs, but apparently it's not really good. I don't think.
Okay, well, we're going to get you a lot better with songwriting. So, what is your favorite thing about the Writerz Bloc so far? You've been here since the beginning. What's your favorite thing?
The appearance of the excitement of people.
Okay. So everybody's excited in class and it's a nice creative space.
And interesting and everything that you will need.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I'm happy you're in the program and I hope you enjoy the rest.
And
You don't have to go. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So we're going to introduce characters in the beginning. We're also going to tell our setting. Does anybody know what a setting in a story is?
Yes.
What are the stories that
the place where the characters are at.
Okay. Where the characters are or where the story takes place. All right. So that's going to be under beginning as well. Setting or the location of the story. Make sure you put some space in between these topics because you're going to fill it in. Setting or location of the story. Okay?
Yeah, the same.
Let's see what you got.
You sure?
All right, so how many characters do we have in our stories? You got 2. How many characters? Anybody got more than 2 characters in their story? You got 3? Okay. All right. Do we need some more time to define our characters?
Yes, please, actually.
Defining the character. We're telling what the character does in the story. My superhero core character is me.
Can we do it like personal narrative?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you say you're somebody, but you know you're not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can do it in any way you want to. You're free. If you want to do it in personal, you can just put that down. Okay, good job.
Okay.
So now you're going to define these characters, okay? You're going to tell what these characters do. So this is Mom. She cooks food or something like that. Or in the story, what is she going to be doing? Is she going to be cooking? Is Cheyenne going to be doing this? Grandma going to be doing this? What about that character sticks out, okay? So you're going to tell that. That's what we're doing right now, telling each part. Each character.
Yo, I got a picture.
Yes.
Well, actually, this answer. Okay.
Define
Like
it. Okay. So after we define our characters, where we're going to move along to is the setting. Where is this story taking place? Seems like Bianna's character is in the middle of Georgia, and her name is Georgia.
Yeah, that's one story. I already got the 2 for the other 2. I already got mine. Sissy.
Who else?
I got one. Yeah, I'm
You
trying to make it work. I know a C. I don't know how to do that. So, that's your mom is still Catholic. That's what you mean by the
And see, that's another thing.
I got
You can use your own spelling with 4 characters' names because you're choosing them. So they don't necessarily have to be
Georgia. Okay, my phone.
a certain name to spell, this way. This is the middle of your story. The middle of your story is where you're going to bring forward your problem. You're going to tell a little bit about the story, you know, get into the mood, kind of walk them into the problem of the story. What is the issue within this story that you're telling? Do not forget, we have to use these 3 things: reading, writing, and sunshine. People should be able to read your stories and see them in their minds. Have you ever read a story and been able to see everything that's happening in your head? Exactly. So you're going to be doing that with your own story. So you're going to use imagery, which is how you describe something. So in this place, in the middle of the story, you're going to get started with imagery. It was a cold day outside. Yes. And I was walking to school. On my way to school, I was really nervous because we had a big reading test. We had to answer essay questions. And I'm not so good at writing essay questions. But I looked up, and the sunshine was blaring in my eyes, and I knew it was going to be a bright day. You see how I threw all those things in one? I mean, no, you can just reference. Okay. Like you can say it was a kid reading in the corner or something like that. That's fine. You don't have to use it for your, I just need these in here. This needs to be some type of reference, because if I tell you how to use it, then I'll be writing your story for you. And that's not good. I want you to write the story. Okay? Okay. It's a group, but what are we doing on paper?
Writing.
What do they call it? Okay, writing, of course.
Brainstorming.
Brainstorming.
Jot
Great
down.
job, Chinese.
I just said jot down.
Yeah, that's, well, you close. Close. The word I was looking for is brainstorming.
Oh, they should be like,
pull that story together, okay? So every time you write something, if you have an assignment in school and you're about to write a story or you're about to write a poem, what's the first thing you think you need to do? Brainstorm. Why is brainstorming important? Does anybody know?
To make sure you get all the details in before you write the story. Make sure you got everything down.
Exactly. Say that a little bit louder for me here.
To make sure that you have everything that you have, more details, and make sure to make sure that you have details, make sure you jot everything down that you want to include in your story.
Okay. Then remember.
You can learn more about it.
Exactly. And then you can use your notes and you can do further research and learn more about it, right? Good job. Brainstorming. So when you're working on your projects as well for the end of the program ceremony, you should, that's what we started with this morning when we were brainstorming and from the topics that we were going to pick from. Nervous. N-E-R.
B-O-U-S.
There you go. Help her out, guys. Good job.